Hi, it's Andrew Pancioli here from the Market Timing Report. It is Tuesday the 5th of August and it's 5 p.m. in the UK. And I'm doing this video because I just want you to be on alert for some really unusual things that we're seeing. Not so much unusual, but sort of things that are creating a little bit of concern for me, because I think the US markets could well be at a really interesting point. Now, the information that we've got, remember, everything we do here is all about incremental gains. There's no holy grail. But by synthesizing all the bits and pieces that are coming together, we get an idea of what we can be prepared for. So what I want to do is, first of all, start with the following. Here is what the Smart Money is doing. This is our Smart Money platform, also known as the Masters Traders Course and Professional Platform, and it looks at the data that's released by the CFTC, Commitment of Traders Data. And when we look here at the VIX Futures, the Volatility Index Futures, we see some really interesting things going on. What we can see is that they, according to our index here, our proprietary index, the amount of buying has been going up quite rapidly and is up to this level here. And we can dive down into the different groups of people. And when we know which group to look at, you know exactly where things are likely to move. And what we're really seeing, well, it's actually synthesizing that together with what other people are doing. It's sort of a relative game. But the one thing that's really caught my eye is that a lot of money is going into the VIX index, despite the fact that we've been making new highs. And take a look at this here. The really smart money is, let's look at this blue line. They've been buying the VIX like mad. They're buying insurance policies for the stock market. And what we can see here is something even more interesting. Basically, you don't have to worry too much about what's going on here, but you can see we're back up this level and what happened here when the market popped up like that. So the VIX went up. That suggested that an important increase in volatility was ahead, and that's exactly what we saw. That was the top back there in February, and you can see how this has happened historically when we've got up to this sort of level previously, again there as well. So you can see how this acts as a very interesting indicator of giving us some degree of warning of when there might be some issues relating to the markets. So just to clarify, this VIX is like buying insurance on the S&P 500 or the Dow, the Nasdaq. And what we're seeing here is that the smart money is buying insurance, despite the fact that these markets are pretty close to all-time highs. Yes, just a few days before, the last few days has seen a small pullback in the S&P 500, but we are, for all intents and purposes, at all-time highs. But despite that, something is going on behind the scenes. And the other thing that gives us a great advantage is our advanced seasonality platform, which we programmed using AI as well. This gives us some idea of where different markets are going. And of course, we cover a huge cross-section of markets here, and as well as a lot of stocks for different countries, America, India, Canada, Australia, the Far East, all the main stock markets there, plus the UK and so on. But in this case, I'm just going to share with you the VIX Futures. This platform generates so many really high probability setups for us. It's great. And this time, our line, our AI-based line, is doing something really interesting. Let's just go back to here. In fact, from this point onwards, and we just going back 3 months, we can see how this has actually worked pretty well here in forecasting what lies ahead. And most importantly, look at where the major lows are coming in. And we're just starting to see these ticks up here. So basically, this is putting us on alert for something pretty big. So bear all this in mind, that there are things going on behind the scenes that people are not seeing. Yes, the market made all-time highs, but there are things going on that suggest you need to really be prepared. And now the last thing I want to talk to you about is our market timing report. And the importance of this is that we're identifying some really clear dates, so we should be really quite prepared for potential market reversals. Now, how does this all work? Well, basically, our histogram system is a series of cycles, and where they peak, as you can see here, they align with major changes at the market. And most importantly, these are known in advance. They are known in advance. So this is a really important system that we've got, and we can use it to identify large cycles over several months and weeks, even years, and we can drill these down to the individual dates. And we've got some really important dates coming up, and these dates are actually in the August edition of the Market Timing Report. So if that's of interest to you, please come and try us out at markettimingreport.com. These histograms really enable us to manage risk very effectively and give you a clear and concise advantage over everybody else, but most importantly, just for yourself, for your own trading and investing. So I hope that helps. Just be aware of all these things coming together. Despite the fact the American markets have been at all-time highs within the last few days, there's a lot of some uncertainty going on behind the scenes. And the other thing we look at is all about what geopolitical events are taking place in time cycles. And I've covered those there in basically in the latest report, latest market timing report. So the three things we've looked at here at the market timing report: our seasonality platform, which generates a lot of clear entry exit dates with high probabilities, and then the smart money, which is for the longer term trades where we can see what's going on behind the scenes. So come and join us, markettimingreport.com.